What's up, Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. Let's get to it, and the HomePod reviews are in, and the reviews are very positive when talking about the sound quality. It's exactly what Apple said they were going to do, and they delivered, with CNET's Megan Wollerton calling its sound outstanding across all genres of music. Now, the HomePod also easily outperforms the Echo, Google Home, the Google Max, and Sonos One, but like we expected, it's still the dumbest smart speaker. Like Siri on the HomePod can't even do the same things as Siri on your iPhone, and you still can't set multiple timers, so that's a deal breaker for a home chef like me. Yeah, I know it's still extremely limited, but this might as well be a product made exclusively for Apple's ecosystem. There is no Bluetooth music streaming support whatsoever from any non-iPhone. Nada. Again, overall reviews are very high on its sound quality, just like we thought it would be, but that's about it, and I'll be dropping my full in-depth review next week because, again, I buy my own stuff. Now, we have also learned that stereo sound with two HomePods will be officially called Full Room. And it better be full room if you're dropping $700 on that, you heard? Now, you'll also be able to select the left channel speaker from the right, and according to TechCrunch, it will be coming soon, even before AirPlay 2 and Apple's promised multi-room capabilities. All right, in iPhone news, Recode reports Apple is considering offering rebates to customers who previously purchased full-priced iPhone batteries before Apple revealed it was slowing down older devices. Apple says, "We are exploring this and will update you accordingly," so we'll wait and see. The Big A also dropped the second betas for macOS High Sierra, tvOS 11.3, and the second beta as well for iOS 11.3. This new iOS beta introduces the battery health feature for the first time. It tells you the maximum capacity of your battery and whether or not it's operating at peak capacity. Now, if your battery is operating at full capacity, you won't have the option to turn off the throttling feature that causes degraded batteries to run more slowly. Now, Apple also says the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and iPhone 10 use a more advanced hardware and software design and uses a different performance management system that will be less noticeable on these three iPhones. And this story is something that we've got to keep an eye on. The Financial Times is highlighting a growing issue with some iPhone 10 users that say they're unable to answer phone calls with their 10 because the display won't wake up when it's ringing and they can't access the accept and decline buttons. It's unclear if it's software or hardware related, but restoring the phone hasn't made a difference. And in a follow-up to Apple's earnings report from last week, research firm Canalys estimates Apple Watch shipments topped an all-time high of 18 million units in 2017. Apple never reveals sales numbers of their own unless they're worth bragging about, but CEO Tim Cook said Apple Watch had over a 50% growth in units and revenue. And that's what happens when you finally get a product right with great hardware and software. You know, I'm all in on the Series 3. And speaking of great software, you don't have to wait for Apple to release a podcast app of their own if you're like me and you want to listen to podcasts directly on your Apple Watch Series 3. Now check this out. It's called Outcast for Apple Watch. That's a 99-cent standalone app just for the watch and allows you to directly download your favorite podcast over Wi-Fi or LTE to your Series 3 Apple Watch and take them with you on the go. I'm using it all the time, and we're gonna break it down for you in a follow-up video, but check it out right now if this is something you're into. And in iPad news and another follow-up from their earnings last week, research firm IDC says Apple's iPad is still the most popular tablet and outsold Samsung and Amazon combined last year. That's just beast. Apple sold a total of 43.8 million iPads last year, while Samsung shipped 24.9 million tablets and Amazon shipped 16.7 million. Total that up, and the iPad bested them by 2.2 million. See, being a mathlete is actually cool, and that's a good Apple.
Oh yeah.
Now, we're expecting this new iPad Pro sometime this year with slimmer bezels and Face ID, but what about the Apple Pencil? We know it's going to get some new software features, but a new filed Apple patent describes an Apple Pencil-like device with force sensors and some form of motion and orientation sensor that's external to this stylus and could allow it to draw on any flat surface. Translation for my mom, the Apple Pencil could be used without a screen.
Oh, wow, Brian. That's a good Apple.
Yeah! Sorry, Ma, this might not even happen yet because it's a patent, but yeah, it's cool. All right, that's gonna do it for this week. You can email me at theapplebyte@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong, but I probably won't respond because I'm playing Shadow of the Colossus PS4 remake, so I'll try. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch y'all next time for another Bite of the Apple.